What's up YouTube? My name's Quickie, welcome back to the channel. Yeah. Right, this is day 2, Thursday today. So we're carrying on with this. I ordered a starter motor to replace that knackered one. I haven't chucked it out yet because I just want to make sure they're the same. God, snippy. So yeah, I ordered that last night. And I've checked on the other stuff that I've ordered as well, and it's all saying it's all been posted. And some of that was posted yesterday. So, you know, a little bit of luck, we should be in and we should still be getting some parts and whatnot. So I've got that coming for the van. Don't know when it's going to get here. It's probably going to be like Monday or something stupid. So I'll be throw it together at the last minute and just hope it all works. So I'm going to be cracking on with this. Other stuff I've ordered, I've got the carburetor service kit coming. And I've got a brake seal, you know, caliper kit. Front and rear, the whole lot's getting done. So that's going to be the first job today. I want to strip the calipers down, get them all broke apart and everything else. The bodies are going to go through the shop blaster. I'll get all them cleaned up and I'll see if I can get some VHT paint from somewhere. When all the stuff turns up, I can just rebuild them, stick them on, jobs are good. Carburetor kit's coming. That's been confirmed as being sent. That was sent yesterday as well. So, and that's marked as posted. So, you know, Posty's still doing his thing. Cobwebs, yeah, cobwebs. So I think we could be all right actually. We just need to, you know, truck through it and see how far we can get and try and get the thing working and all that. So yeah, have at it, eh? Right. A lot of the troubles I'm having here, I think, is just rusty stuff. Lots of things are stuck and don't want to come off. Didn't know, but last time Steve-O was down, he took the blowtorch back with him, because that's his, it's not mine. I could have done with that, because heat tends to fix most things. I don't want to play ball, burn the bejesus out of it. Look, that nut's knackered. Lucky it came off actually. Right, all that needs to come out. What else we got? Too big. You can get it off and get it apart. You're still having a chance of sorting it out, you know, but it's when it's all just crudded up and you can't get it, even get the thing off. That's not good. Right, so let's loosen these off. All I'm doing is just loosening stuff as it sits on the bike. Oh, you cow! Come on. There we go. Just because it holds it rigid, rather than try to do it any other way. Those pins, oh great, it's painted over all them. You know they ain't gonna come off. Why has he done that? Because it's just filled it all in. Where's me? Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Painted it, so of course all the paint has gone into the nut. That's only a little one, I really want a big one. That's one of those stupid little 1/4 inch jobbies. Where's it gone? Oh, you cow. Well, you're going to have to come off. There's no two ways about it. I really don't want to go, does it? See if that helps. Oh, come on. Right, so I can't, these two pins here, these two big old Allen bolts go all the way through it. They clamp the whole of the caliper together. Trouble is, they've been done up really tight, and then the whole thing's just been painted over. They ain't shifting. I ain't got a blowtorch here. Steve-O's got it, because I would prefer just to cook it, and I tend to loosen things off. It's really good. It's a good way of doing it. I've tried leaning on it, and I didn't really want to do that, but I didn't really have a choice. And this is just no. Dead blow hammer, where's that gone? There we go. It's just stuck in it. Oh no, we're moving. Right, so I've oh no, look, oil. That ain't good. Where's that coming from? Oh, bloody hell. Blown a fork seal as well. Awesome! Something else to fix. See, stuff just does not like sitting about. When it was over there in the corner, there's no patch of oil there or anything. Nothing. But then obviously I've moved it and I've bumped it up the ramp and everything else. And all of a sudden, goo has started pouring out the forks. It is definitely a fork seal. Yeah. Oh well, I'm tearing the forks down then. I haven't got a fork seal driver. Oh shit. Something else I need to get then. Right. Well, it is what it is. It needs doing. But it just goes to show that, you know, bikes don't like, I suppose anything mechanical does not like just sitting around doing nothing. Oh, come on. There you go. God, whoever put this lot together has never heard of a torque setting, I'll tell you. Is it tight? Yeah, it's tight. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah. Why is it, right, when there's two bolts holding something on, one of them undoes, the other bugger doesn't? Let's try. Right. There we go. If in doubt, get a clout. Seems to work, doesn't it? Right, they're loose. What else do I need to loosen up? Oh, him. Right, so first things first, move them out of the way. All the little nuts and bolts and stuff, because I mean they're just in a bit of a right state. So, hopefully it's all tight. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so they're all just having a soak. I know you don't have to, but I tend to. I don't know how long they're going to be sitting about, so give them a soak in oil. Ain't going to hurt. Ain't going to let them get any worse, is it? Because some of them are horrible. What else we got? Caliper bolts. They're not too bad actually. Shove them in there so I don't lose them. Right. So that's them. All that'll happen is any stuff I take off, I'll just chuck in the bag. It's all going to get wire brushed and cleaned off and everything else before it goes back on the bike. It's something I like to do. It ain't going to hurt them. If anything, it'll help them, I would think. Right, so I've already got this clipper. This is the rear one. Sorry, the rear caliper. And as you can see, it is in a proper 2 and 8. There's loads of meat left on the pads, but they're rusty. Not having that. There's this little clip to get the pads out. Basically, this little clip goes between the 2 pins, it goes through the pins basically. So I need to get them out next. And they're stupid because they go in this side and they're blanked off on the other side. So, you know, that little pin is the only thing that keeps them there. And I bet they ain't gonna move. No. Why did I even think that they would? Right. Is that ain't gonna get in. Oh, yes it is. I just want to get them moving. Come on. Right, that's one. These are going to get replaced because it's brakes and they are rusty, and we're having to get them out like this. They're going to get a bit marred up. Well, I mean, they're not getting marred up much. To be fair, they actually came out quite easy. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Well, they're actually alright, but we'll just get different ones anyway. And the pads just pop out. Copper grease on the back of it. And they're just rusty. Big chunks missing. I'm not sure if someone's had it apart or something, or they've like got a screwdriver in there and wedged it apart to try and get it over the disc because they were new and they took chunks out of it, but they're junk. Ain't using them. And this is all furred up and corroded inside. There's a little bit of rust on the edge of the pistons. I ain't even sure the pistons are moving. No, they're pretty solid. And I can't split the caliper because this has all been painted. And it's kind of sealed in and they were done up bloody rock hard tight anyway. So, what am I going to do? See this side, you can see the back of the piston. That side you can't. So you could push it out that way. I've seen that done before. Don't like doing it that way. I'd rather just get them out with compressed air, or hydraulic, hook it back up to the system and pump it out using the fluids. But what I'm probably going to end up doing is shoving this. I haven't got any parts washer fluid, which is a massive pain. What I might end up doing, because the pistons are pretty much all the way back anyway, I don't know. I might end up shoving it all through the shock blaster as is, obviously shoving something in this hole, giving it all a shock blast. I mean, I'm getting all nipples and everything else, so that'll be fine. I'll try and avoid the pistons as much as possible, although it is going to take, you know, clean them off on the inside and stuff, but it's going to leave that finish. And what I don't want is to mar it up, so if I do reuse the pistons, it's just going to eat through the seals. That would be bad, but I'm going to need to get them out somehow. I haven't got one of those, you can get a little tool which has got like, it's like a set of pliers, but you squeeze it, it opens, and it's circular, and in here there's like little divot things, so you can get the tool in there, get it in the grooves, open it up and then kind of wiggle it and get it out. Actually, I might end up getting some of them, because most of what we're going to be doing is bandits anyway, so that could be a useful tool to get. It would certainly help me out now, but I ain't got one. I feel an eBay session coming on. Right, pistons don't look as bad on this, which is good. Right, so bum, 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 bum. Right, so that's just a guide for the speedo drive. I did loosen this pin off, so he should come out without any troubles. Coming out. There we go. That was not too bad at all. Quite surprised at that. There's the pads. Come on. Still loads of meat on them. I'll probably get some new ones anyway. There's no gouges out of them, which is nice. That's a little spring, basically sits across here. He's alright. The pistons don't actually look too bad. There's a little bit of smooth on the back end. That one moves. Ugh, that one doesn't. Oh, I know this is going to be a problem. There's the carrier. Dry as anything. Why did I put a copper grease in it? Why did you put copper grease in there? Just needs a clean, really. I'm going to have to sort out something for the parts washer, because that would do this a treat. No splits in the rubbers, but I think they come with the service kit anyway. Yeah, that one's alright as well. But again, it's there's a little mark on there. What's going on there? Right. Don't know. Don't know. Yeah, I think we should be all right here actually. These ones, the pistons, you don't split the calipers around. You can just drive it out from here because you've got the cutouts. It's only a 2-pot brake. They just need all the crap taken off of them, cleaning up, sort the pistons out. Well, I mean that one, I need one of them tools, don't I? I need to be able to get that out. If I can't move it in, it ain't going to come out with compressed air. So what I might end up doing is putting a block of wood in here or something, hooking it back up to the master cylinder and just trying to pump it out hydraulically. It'll probably shoot across the wall and put a dink in something. But we should be able to get that out. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to get the pistons to go in, because that'll bung up the hole. I don't really care where it's all marred up and the edges of it is real rusty and all that sort of stuff. I don't really care if it wrecks the seals, because the seals are all going to get replaced. So the pistons are going to go in, and then I found some old banjos, so I'm going to stick a banjo, the banjo bolt in this hole, leave the nipple on, basically just to bung up any holes that's going into it, and then it's all going to go through the shot blaster. That's going to clean everything down and I can see what's what. If I have to soak them, in oil or whatever else just to help stuff get moving, then I'll do so. And get the pistons out. We're going to clean all them down, see what they look like. If they clean up all right, I will reuse them. Otherwise, I'm just going to get some new ones. And if there's any question of it, I'm just going to get some new ones. Because this breaks. Why wouldn't you? Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. So the next step is getting through the shot blaster and see what happens. Alright, see what we got. Oh, hello. The only trouble with it, I have a little workshop vac. Comes off the vent, I'll just pipe it outside. Because you're pumping air pressure in here, 100 psi, it will find any little gap and it will come out. Oh, I missed a bit. Let me show you what I got. No, actually, I'm going to finish it. I can't show you that. I missed a big bit. Right, so this is what all I did was I had spare old banjo bolt, so a bit of tape around it just to bung the holes up. Shove that in the hole. That's a good one. But this is what we've got. Look, I missed bits. I didn't even see these. You can't hardly see anything through the glass. So a lot of it is done by feel. But if you compare, what's this, the front one? Compare that to that, and it's been, what, I don't know, 8 minutes or so. It really is a good addition to the workshop. I do need to finish this off though, because I ain't having that. I have gone in here and I've cleaned around all where the pistons and stuff come out. You can see the pistons, I'll push them back in. We'll get them out in a bit. And I've tried to stay off this shaft as much as possible. Just because this does leave, it's not a bad finish. I'm using, 60 grit aluminium oxide. So it's not mega harsh. It's not leaving big pits and everything else. But I just didn't want to sort of go over that shaft too much, because obviously that's where the piston slides in and out on. So, but that's not bad. I'll just need to neaten up these little bits and bobs. So I'll get this one done and I'll have a crack at the rest of them. And I'll bring you back once it's properly clean, instead of half clean. Truth be told, you can't really feel it. So if I was to paint this, you probably wouldn't even know. But there you go, I'm doing it. Oh yes. Thank God for that. Right, it's not a perfect job, as you'll see in a minute, but I've got all the paint off and now I can split the calipers, which is awesome. I ain't wrecked anything either, because I mean, it was so tight. I was worried I was going to strip the heads out of these. Oh yeah. I've had to take the sign down. You know, my fairing not to this thing. I've had to take it down. That. If you saw the deluded one, you'll see that being made. But I couldn't leave it up. It was watching me. And because its eyes are like that, don't matter where you go in the workshop, bloody thing follows you, doesn't it? It's like I'm being haunted. Or you've got to pay for that video. So yeah, it's down. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll probably just weigh it in and bin it off. Might have the lights out of it, but you know, that'll be it. Let's have a look here, see what we're doing. Right. All the calipers and the carrier mounting brackets and all that stuff, there is this, all just been sandblasted. I'll paint them at the same time that I'll do the calipers. The kit is on its way. I've been in touch with the courier. It's definitely coming. So that'll all be good, and it's going to home, not here. So Sam will be there to sign for it, that'll all be fine. We've also got some VHT paint coming. So when that gets here, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to paint them. I need to clean the surfaces up on that rear caliper. But then I'm going to paint them as they are with the pistons in. Sounds stupid, but yeah, it's getting painted with the pistons in. Then what will happen, I'll stick them all together with the kit, and I can use the, you know, fill the system full of fluid, and I can pump them out using the brake fluid. You know, do it hydraulically. I'll try it with compressed air, they ain't shifting. So that's what I'm going to do. We should be alright though, because once I've painted them, I can just run a blade around the edge of the seal here. You know, the outside of the pistons, pump them up, they should come out. But they're not bad. They're not bad. They need a damn good clean, so they're going to get that before they get painted. I'll just do it with like brake cleaner or something like acetone or something like that, because it's had me grubby fingerprints on it. Right, what's next? Oh yeah, carbs. Carbs are coming off, because I need to strip them and clean them. Let me show you. There's a couple of things I need to show you, because it's not as it should be. Right. So, apparently taking this lot off is a right mare because of the way that the airbox is. The airbox isn't actually fixed shut or anything. That one, well, you can probably see the hole there. There isn't anything for it to go into. That one's missing. There's no nuts at all. The crankcase breather has got a big old kink in it here. So that's basically sealed shut. Could do with a longer hose so it can have a bit more of a bend in it, but that ain't gonna do. We've also got, I don't know if you can see can you see the throttle cable down here? I'll try and do the zoomy thing if it's focused, but that's looking a little bit sort of frayed. So I'm not really happy with that. I think I need to get another one. It's just odds and sods like that really. You can see the state of the carbs. Some of the screws are done up, some of them aren't, some of them are even missing. But really, to get an idea as to what we're working with here, it all needs to come off. It needs cleaning anyway, just because I think it's this float bowl. I think either the seat for the float needle has got some goo in it or something, but it's just peeing out fuel. Ooh, look at the back of my oil cooler. Yeah, that's not letting a great deal of air through it, is it? Oh joy. I don't know, that's going to need to be replaced at some point. I just have to see how warm it runs now, I suppose. Anyway, so they're coming off. That's the next job. okay. I'm looking inside the butterflies at the slides and stuff. There's not too much smooth and stuff. All this is surface stuff. No, it is nasty. It is nasty. That'll be the vacuum line. Blah, blah, blah. Slides will move up and down quite easy, which is good to know. It's just grubby, isn't it? It is grubby as hell. Right. First things first, I'm going to drain the carbs. Don't know if there's anything in there, but we're draining it anyway. And then, in a case of pull it apart, get the ultrasonic bath going, and see what we can do. Right then. So what's the difference between these two sets of carbs then? One's CVR and one's CVK. I don't really think there's much, if I'm on it. Well, let's turn it over that way to start with. I don't really think there's going to be much difference. Obviously adjusters on this one straight down there, it comes out to the side. The slides are slightly different. I'll take a picture of this so you can see the difference. They're both 32s and they're both compatible with the Bandit, apparently. A couple of difference in the castings, sort of on the drain points and that. This has got nipples on, I'm assuming that's where you can just stick something on the bottom. Yeah, you just stick something on the bottom there to do your float levels and whatnot. The porting's slightly different. See, that slider's got a little bit of play in it as well. Now if we flip it over, very, very little difference. Obviously the vacuum side is all capped off on this one. This one is just bits of tube with nuts and bolts shoved in the end. Well, the things people do. Caps are slightly different. Rails are basically the same. Are they? Yeah. The choke rail, basically the same. See, this one just feels a little bit better to me than this one. It could just be that it just needs cleaning up. I don't know which ones are in better looking shape. They're both grubby as hell. Does it matter which one I use, really? Does it? I don't know. I quite like all this, that you've still got all the nipples on there for doing your levels and stuff, whereas this, it's just like a bolt you've got to screw something into. Yeah, so they look basically the same, as far as I can tell. Throttle linkages are all the same, push pull's the same. Yeah, I mean this one's still the master, that one's slave to this. and so on and so forth. Yeah, I mean, there don't really seem much difference. That one looks like it's been bodged more. But this could be a good thing, because the service kit is just stuff like the new O-rings and the, you know, the cap seals and you know, main jets and stuff like that, I think. But if the problem with the leaking is something like a hole in one of the floats, so fuel's got in it and it just sinks, it don't float like it's supposed to, then potentially I could rob one out the other set of carbs, and at my leisure I'll just build them as I want them, sort of thing. So it's quite handy having a second set. But you know, this one just feels like it operates better than this one. This one's a little bit graunchy and not great. And if it's just stuff like the cosmetics, the caps and stuff, oh, I don't care about that. And if I've got dodgy screws on one, I can replace them with some off the other if I have to. Just means I haven't got to go out and get a whole new set of screws and stuff. And these have been chewed up a little bit here. They're not too bad. These are Allen's. That might even be a better bet. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Tomorrow I'm getting stuck into this. So we'll get the ultrasonic bath out. We're going to have them apart. We'll split the bank. And I'm just going to do them one at a time and take my time with it. See, I'm thinking go with this one. The bits I don't like I can switch over, but it just seems, yeah, it just seems to work like there's quite a lot of play in that, and they're just entering that. The butterflies and throttle linkage seems to be a lot smoother than this one. I think we're going to be rebuilding this set actually, thinking about it. And I'll just like replace these caps on top with the ones off here, switch over these so I can do my float levels and whatnot. And that one ain't quite as grubby as this one. This one has seen some real corrosion on it. It really has. The rail is a little bit different. Given that we've got yet another puddle of oil at the front here. Look. I need to be able to get the front wheel up off the deck. It just dripped. Right, I need to be able to get the front wheel off the deck, so I'm going to need to pull all that lot out. And I can't do it the way it's set up at the minute, because the jack just ain't engaging properly because of our stupid exhaust. That's actually, I'm going to take the exhaust off. Right then, so that's all the front sorted. Where's it mounted here? Where's the mounting for it? Oh, you're joking. Right, there is no mounting down the side for this exhaust. It's literally just the headers. Look. That's stupid. That's also very bashed in. I wonder if someone's made this themselves badly. Oh my God. Are you gonna come out? Oh, go on, come out. No, don't muck me about. Oh, there you go. Right. See this awesome exhaust? I'll stick it up here. Look at that. There's no mounting bracket at the back. It is literally just held on at the headers. That's shocking. Look, I don't know what happened here. Oh, that is horrific. Oh, he's hit a couple of speed bumps, look. Oh, I needed a good chuckle today, and this is it. Oh my word. Has it got any baffles in it at all? No. What's that? Where's my file? I need to. What is he? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, it is metal. What has gone on there, look? That's the biggest weld I've ever seen. That's like 1 inch wide. That can't be. No, it can't be. Oh, I know what it is. It's probably that. Oh, well, it's like chemical metal. It's like a, and you smush it up and stick it on, and then it goes like rock hard like metal. Was it No, is it JB Weld? I don't know. I think that's what it is. But that's horrendous. I think he's used. Oh, where's Steve-O's? He's got a set here of the collectors. There we go. So this is the collector off of Steve-O's bike. It is different. No, I suppose it would be. Is it even well? It's not even welded in the middle. Oh, that's awesome. I bet this is when I heard it running, I didn't hear it running for long. And it was loud. It was really loud. I think I know why now. I think what he's done is he's got a stock set of headers off something. And they do look like a stock set of headers actually. There is no balance pipe. Normally there's a balance pipe that goes between 1 and 4 and 2 and 3. You know, just to help get rid of exhaust gases and stuff. But he's done away with that. He's got headers off something. This is obviously all his welding, so I think he's welded these side bits on as well because they're not on the stock pipes. And then he's just, well, this is obviously a piece of tube because you can see the seam weld in it, and he's just battered the crap out of it to get it around the sump. I mean, that's that. I mean, that's going over a speed bump. You can see that from the drag marks. This is just him going, oh, the sump's in the way. Bosh! And then he's shoved. It looks like there's a collar in here at this end to reduce it, which is welded to, and then he shoved this in the end, but this pipe was too big to go into this pipe, so he's JB welded it, and then he's painted over the top of it. Oh yeah, he did a nice job, at least he masked it off. I don't know what all this is for. Oh, he maybe he's drilled and plugged it, I don't know. But what would he have welded it to? There's no splitter in the middle. There's no baffles in it, it's just a big empty hole. And it's only held on at this end. There's nothing supporting this end at all. Oh my God. And probably once he's finished with it, he stood back and admired his handiwork and go, oh, that's blinding that is. Factory. Ripple smooth. Needless to say, I would love to change these. I really would. I ain't got the money for another exhaust and I ain't got the kit to make one. Okay, he's even bent this behind. Look at the ridge in that. There's a massive... Oh, this has been done with one of them... I've seen this before. You know, he who shall not be named, old Del Boy, he's got a pipe bender. He never uses it, but he's got one. And this is what happens when you put a pipe that's too big in a mandrel that's too small. You get a ridge either side, and then you get a hoofing grate one at the edge here as well, where it just deforms everything. You see the bulge on it. Oh my word. Home brewed exhaust. We've got to make an exhaust for Jixit at some point. I hope to God I can do better than that. Mind you, Stevie Wonder could do better than this. Although, you know, Braille, I quite like this. It probably says this way up. Someone's going to be looking at that going, oh, if you don't want it, can I have it? How can you do something like that? I mean, I get people have a go. I do. And I get that, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder and stuff. I understand all that. And what one man likes, another man's gonna hate. But you have to, I mean, it's just nasty. It's horrible. It really, really is. What am I doing? Let's go to the other side. It's unsafe, it's just ridiculous. You can't, it weighs quite a bit, that actually. It's like holding a, you know, heavy length of tube at arm's length, just from one end. I mean, that's what it's doing. Every bump you go over, I mean, that thing must wobble about like anything. I've never seen the bike ridden, but I'm willing to bet that's what happens. That has made my day. Bye.